Krishna. Let our confidence come from not who we are, but whose we are. All of us need confidence in order to be able to do something worthwhile, something challenging. It's like if a person is trying to climb up a mountain, and if that person is not confident whether they are able to climb up or not, they'll just give up halfway, or they'll not even start. So often life presents us with many metaphorical mountains to climb, many different situations to deal with. And at that time, we need confidence. Now, a lot of books, a lot of self-help literature talks about self-confidence, self-esteem, and they say, "No, you can do it, be confident, be positive." All this is good for creating a positive attitude. Positive attitude also has to reflect reality. If a glass is half empty and I with a positive attitude think it is half full, that is not going to work. So what we need is a positive attitude based on reality. And that is, if we think my confidence is based on who I am, then we all have certain talents, certain abilities, but we also have certain limitations, certain weaknesses. And sometimes we may find that our weaknesses, our limitations are so crippling that our strengths and our talents just don't get the scope to surface, and they don't get the scope to grow. At such times we may get very demoralized. So people may tell us, be confident in who you are. But if we look at who we are and we find that our weaknesses, our deficiencies are just too many and too mighty to resist, then we become discouraged. So our confidence can rest most steadily, most firmly when it comes not from who we are, but from whose we are. We are all parts of Krishna. We belong to Krishna and we are eternally His. And this means that we are His and He is ours. He is always there with us in our heart. And whatever situation we are going through in life, whatever difficulties we are facing, they are all opportunities for learning and growing. And if we connect with Him, if we serve Him lovingly, if we cultivate devotional remembrance of Him, then that loving connection gives us access to His omnipotence. By His omnipotence, that which is impossible can also become possible. The Bhagavad-gita says that Macchittah sarva durgani mat prasadat tarishyasi. In 18.58, Krishna says that if you become conscious of me, you'll pass over all obstacles by my grace. In fact, earlier in 11.33, Krishna tells Arjuna, Tasmat tumuttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhungshvarajam samriddham mayaivaite nihatah purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachi. So Krishna tells Arjuna here, Krishna is manifested as the Vishwarupa, in which the fearsome Kala Rupa is also there. And Tasmat, Krishna has just given Arjuna a vision of how his enemies have all been destroyed. They have all been devoured by the Vishwarupa. Tasmat tamuttishta yasho labhasva. Therefore, Arjuna, arise, attain victory. Chitva shatrun bhungshvarajyam samriddham. Defeat your enemies, attain a prosperous kingdom. Mayaivaite nihataha purvameva. By me, they have already been destroyed. Nimittamatram bhavasau vyasachi. Just become an instrument in my hands. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that just become an instrument. Now we don't have to fight a physical war, but we all have to fight a war inside us. And for the inner war, having the guidance of Krishna, having the support of Krishna, knowing that Krishna is empowering us, that is very inspiring. That gives us the energy to keep fighting. So by remembering that we belong to Krishna, and if we are trying to serve Krishna, then He is there with us. This may not make all our weaknesses and deficiencies go away, but it will prevent those weaknesses and deficiencies from dominating our consciousness. When Krishna is present in our consciousness, then we'll get the confidence to use whatever strengths we have, whatever talents we have, and make constructive contributions. And our abilities may sometimes be there, they may wane. Our gifts may sometimes manifest, sometimes they not manifest. So rather than seeing ourselves as independent entities, as isolated individuals in a big bad world trying to make it big, we can see that we are eternally connected with Krishna. And by learning to draw our strength from that connection, then we will have a confidence that will enable us to face even the biggest obstacles of life and not just go through them, but grow through them. Thank you. Hare Krishna.